Hi, Tom Monahan from General Finishes. Today we're down in the shop and we're going to demonstrate the Woodturners finish on the lathe. I've got a friend who turned a couple of spindles for us and we've got them all sanded and ready to go to apply the finish. And we want to show you how quick and easy it is to work with. Low odor, and it actually dries fast to where you can put multiple coats on in a very short period of time, producing a deep, rich, high gloss finish. To apply the Woodturners finish, you have a couple of options. You can use a piece of natural lamb's wool skin, which is great because it's absorbent, puts down a nice smooth finish. You can use a heavyweight paper towel, which is still my favorite for water base. It's lint free, doesn't leave any bubbles, and lays down a nice even finish. And the newest thing that we've really discovered is using the nylon footies. Insert the paper towel into the footie and make yourself a little pad applicator, which is really nice because again it doesn't leave any type of brush marks and lays down a nice, even, uniform finish. As with any good finish, the first rule is making sure that your piece is properly sanded. After it's been turned, I'm just going to hit it with some 220 flexible sanding paper just to knock it down and make sure it's ready for a finish. All I'm doing is just taking it off a little bit. It's already smooth from the turning process. This just puts the final touches. Now I'm ready for my finish. Just going to take the Woodturners finish, apply it onto the pad. Just get a nice wet, even film on here to start off with. And just letting it wet itself right into the spindle here. Now I'll come back and do the touch-up and fill in the areas as I need to. About a minute and 30 seconds on the lathe, so it doesn't take long for it to actually start to dry and give yourself a nice smooth surface. In order to get down into the cracks and the turnings here, I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush and just hit it in with a bristle brush, just to put it down deeper into those grooves there. And all this does is give me a nice even coat on that first application. See that? The bristle brush is perfect for this type of a spindle. It's a lot of detail work, so you want to get down in there. I'll let that spin for about a minute or so, flash itself off, and I'll come back and we'll sand it down and put on another coat. Well, the first coat's dry. It's been a couple of minutes. I'm going to take a piece of 1000 Abernet pad and just buff off that finish for the next coat. You can tell that it's dry just by the powder that it's giving, but it's already sealed the wood, so you're really not sanding wood much anymore. You're actually sanding the finish itself. We'll put the second coat of finish on. A little bit heavier each time to get my build on it. It doesn't take long. What's really nice about the product, especially down here in a basement shop, there's no odor at all. So it's not going to fill your room up with fumes. That way your wife doesn't know where you are. Because of all the details on this spindle, I'm actually going to put this next coat on just using a 2-inch foam brush. Just going to put a little bit of the Woodturners finish on and just point it down into those grooves there so I can work that product right into those end grains, fill that end grain up. Because obviously that's going to be an area where you're going to have to do a little bit more filling to get that wood sealed off. See how easy that is with that 2-inch brush? It just throws it right down into that turning, nice and deep. And you just come back and give it a nice, even, uniform coat, let it dry, and just keep moving. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes. I've got about 5 coats of the Woodturners finish on here. I just let it dry in between while the lathe was spinning for a few minutes just to flash off. But the product dries so quickly that it really doesn't take much time at all. Even down here in the basement without much air movement, I do have a little fan blowing in the room just to move some air. But on a good warm day, you'd be able to put probably 5 to 6 coats of finish on this product easily within 30 minutes. Then now after I'm done, it's been dry, I can come in and polish it out. Normally what I would want to do then is take either like the Mirka Aberlon pads and cut them up and do progressive grits, starting with 1000, 2000, 4000 grit. Or your choice, you could use the micro mesh pads, and again 4000, 6000, 8000, 12,000 micron pads. Anything that's super soft will buff the gloss up on this product. Well, there you have it. General Finishes Woodturners finish. Some of the benefits of the product is it's fast dry, it's a water-based product, it's very low odor, it dries extremely quickly to a point where you can put multiple coats on in a very short period of time. What's really good about the product is its chemical and water resistancy, especially when it comes in contact with food. So something like this pizza cutter, the grease and the oils from the food in your hands is not going to break the finish down like it would on some other types of finishes. The product is packaged in a pint, quart can, and an 8-ounce bottle. You can use it on the lathe, or you can use it as a wipe-on product for any of your wooden projects. Thanks a lot.